Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news Cartridge for Friday, October 21st, 2016. Today begins with an update to a story from earlier in the week. The Screen Actors Guild has declared a strike. Picketers will appear in front of EA offices starting on Monday. You may have noticed some online services like the PlayStation Network and Twitter were down today. That's because most of the US and Europe are under a massive DDoS attack. Pokemon Go has set the record for the fastest mobile game to earn $600 million in revenue. Now, if only Niantic could afford some speaking lessons. During its first 3 days, the PSVR sold more than the PS4 did in a week in Japan. And hooray! The Call of Duty Infinite Warfare beta went live last night instead of this morning, so if you pre-ordered it, you can play whenever you want today. We have our first ever re-release announcement. Medieval Engineers, made by the same people who make Space Engineers, have relaunched the game with a new rendering engine and game mechanics that allow players to go to war with each other. Shin Megami Tensei 4 is coming to Europe and Australia on December 2nd. Ark Survival Evolved has added procedurally generated maps in its latest update, and a new Explore Note system where players hunt for relic letters to gain XP. And finally, for teasers, Minecraft Story Mode Episode 1 is now free on PS3, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Windows 10 Store, Android, Amazon, and iOS. The PS4 Pro downloaded more RAM. Find out how today on News Cartridge. Now that the initial wave of Nintendo Switch news has broke, we can leave the honeymoon period and start asking the nitty-gritty questions. Oh, and by the way, after the Switch announcement, Nintendo stock dropped by about 7%. I don't know why. But regardless of what questions people are asking, Nintendo isn't talking, except about the Switch being a home gaming system first and foremost, which is really funny considering during their 3.5-minute promotional advertisement, which has received more than 10 million views on YouTube, only about 30 seconds of that showed people playing it while in their own home. One would think you're putting an emphasis on mobility, Nintendo, and the Switch will have full amiibo support, because you're sure as shit Nintendo doesn't want to stop that cash cow. But let's talk about the things they are not talking about, which is battery life, whether or not it has a touchscreen, region-locked games, and backwards compatibility with digital games. Hell, they're not even going to confirm that Skyrim is going to be playable on the Switch when it's clearly Skyrim seen in the trailer. They will not talk about any of the hardware specs until next year. To conclude, VG247 says some financial analysis of the Switch dictates Nintendo should not charge more than $300 for it, otherwise people are going to spend their money on more powerful hardware. Given how big it looks, there isn't much room for tech in there, and it's only going to be as powerful as the most powerful tablets. I think $300 initially is the right price, but how much would you pay for a Nintendo Switch? Let me know in the comment section down below. Next up today, a story to restore my faith in the content viewing service known as YouTube. You may have heard of it. Yesterday's final story was on Samsung using a DMCA takedown request to effectively censor a video about a mod for GTA 5 that changed remote mines into Samsung Galaxy Note 7s. The owner of the video filed a claim against Samsung, and now the video is back up. So let's address that one thing. Should Samsung be able to file a claim against a video they had nothing to do with when a clear example of parody, and therefore fair use, is staring them in the face? And my answer is yes. I think they should be able to do that. I think that is the best system we have. We should not limit the ability of people to challenge other people legally, and that's what filing a DMCA claim is. A legal claim. Samsung, you tried, and you failed. Again, ouch, 2 burns from the phone. Maybe instead of YouTube videos and game mods that really don't have anything to do with you, you should be working on making your products safe. And if you didn't want people to make fun of you for your phone exploding, then you shouldn't make a phone that explodes. Just saying. In the quick spot today, Blizzard has introduced a new service. I say it like that because it's not really new. They've just expanded on and rebranded a feature that's been in Battle.net for a while now. Blizzard Voice is the name of the communication functionality incorporated into Blizzard's launcher. You can make your own custom channel that your friends can join and talk to you even while you're out of game. The only people who can join are friends and friends of friends, so don't be worried about random people showing up in your channel. It's free and it's been rolled out starting today, so go ahead and give it a try. Finally today, we're going to talk more about the PS4 Pro, releasing on November 10th. Holy How that's coming up quick. Now, the final teaser was just a joke. The PS4 Pro didn't actually download more RAM, but it will include an additional gigabyte of DDR3. We knew the memory related to graphics processing was going to be faster than the base model, but until now, nothing was specified in how much more system RAM would be included. The current iteration of the PS4 has 256 megabytes of system memory, and if it needs more, it's got to go to the graphics RAM, which can lower frame rates. Having a full gig will be plenty for system tasks, and will completely free up the graphic RAM, leading to higher FPS. And Sony has confirmed the Pro will have support for SATA 3 drives, meaning upgrades to SSDs or hard drives larger than 2 terabytes. Once again, the PS4 Pro launches in just 20 days on November 10th. Will you be getting one? Let me know in the comment section down below. Once again, it's time for Monday's game releases, because I'm off for the next 2 days, because I need to find a 1x4 brick for a wall or something? I don't know. These are getting weirder. For PC, Redirection, Shady Brook, a dark mystery text adventure, Push for More, Naguya, My Summer Car, Hover Hazard, Chalo Chalo, Super Mixtape, Your VR, Ghost Dream, and Grave Matters. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you on Monday. And have you ever tried Wookiee meat? I hear it's a little chewy.